Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm afraid we might get rained out at the track this weekend. So I'm going to put together a short little video while I'm making another video working on this thing because I bought something. If you're new to the channel or a returning viewer or a subscriber, thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Please subscribe if you have not already. It helps me so much and it doesn't cost you a dime. Thank you to those of you who have supported my channel along the way, and you know who you are. There's too many of you to really list in such a short amount of time. Tell your friends if you think they'd like something like this. Engineering, race cars, what I'm about to show you as well. Fabrication, things of that nature. So I'm going to go take a walk out into the yard, and I'm going to show you what I've purchased that goes with this key. Now, you may recognize that key if you hit the pause button. You'll know what kind of a manufacturer it is, but you don't really know exactly what it is because I haven't showed you yet. And when I finally tell you what I paid for this, you're probably not going to believe me. So, are you ready? Because here it is. Yep, it ain't much to look at, I know. Couple little body dings in it, a missing door and cab corner, bed literally falling off, but you'll notice a plow. And attached to that plow seems to be a Ford F-250 Super Duty diesel. It's a 2000 4x4, as evidenced by that. It's got who knows how many miles. It's over 240,000 because the odometer stopped working when the speedometer stopped working, and who knows when that was. Let me actually, before I even go to telling you how much I paid for all of this, let me go around and show you exactly what this thing is. Now, in typical, well, Ford fashion, or whatever fashion you may believe, the door does not open and it won't shut unless it's locked. So we'll get in there in a second. Obviously, it's got a Curtis plow mount here. There's a block heater. I don't even know if I can open this one-handed. Let me try. Aha! That is a 7.3. Obviously. Turbocharged, as you saw. It is a 2000, so yeah, obviously it would be. New batteries, which is nice. Engine's really not that awful looking. I've heard the air conditioning even works perfectly. New-ish alternator. Belts look great. Power steering works, I'm pretty sure. Brakes do not. That's the only issue that I've got so far, besides the exceeding amounts of body and bed rot. And I mean, it's to be expected. It's a plow truck at this point. Got a Curtis plow. There are no rot holes in it, and it does have little sliders on it on both corners, so you're not completely just dragging your blade across the ground. It does have some issues. Obviously, there's supposed to be a cover over this. There is no cover. I got to find a cover before it gets completely ruined, and that could be literally any time from now. So I'm going to have to find something to cover this up with. Little rot hole here. Maybe I'll plate and cover that up with something so it doesn't get any worse. That's held on by duct tape. No big deal. You know, we can fabricate anything to fix that. That's not a big deal. For the price I paid, I'm never going to complain about anything on this truck. So yeah, we got the typical, you know, there's your connector. It's been oiled, so it won't have any problems. All the hydraulic lines look good. You know, just typical stuff. And this side doesn't even look that bad. And yeah, there's some wheel well rot. I've actually worked on this truck before I bought it. Yeah, the frame is pretty cancer laden. It's really not great. I mean, I wouldn't put a lot of hope out for this thing lasting all that long. The shackle mounts still look pretty good. The bed is literal trash. The rear end's hanging in there. That's good. Oh, that's a really weird sound for that to make. Anyway, like I said, I'd love to take and get under this thing wearing a face shield and just hit the frame with a hammer and knock all the cancer off it, and then spray it down with some kind of like wool wax or underbody cover, like an oil, so that it doesn't get all disgusting. Rear bumper exists. Don't look at the plate. That's not mine. I have to bring them back. I think the bed, well, tailgate still works. Look at this hitch I got with it, though. That won't drag the ground at all. It's got a boat hookup, regular RV hookup. There's the exhaust. And it is fully intact, by the way. Yeah, see, the bed liner is the only thing holding the bed on, so I'm thinking I'm probably just going to remove the bed at some point and build my own flatbed for it. I'm sure that would make great YouTube content. But, yeah, this bed here is shot. Cab corners again, bottoms of the doors, everything is pretty shot. Floors are actually pretty good, if I'm honest. Interior, it's literally a work truck. Now, as the sun blinds me, I can't get into the back doors. I'm sure that they're locked or something, but like both back doors are stuck. And I don't know how to open them because I haven't had a chance to really go through and look at it. The seats are mouse turds completely. So is the dashboard, which is great. So pretty much every Ford that I own is a mouse house. Let's see. I got the book for it. Some giant washers. I don't know. Oh, mousage. A lot of these really big washers, probably something for the plow. Who knows? A very long drop hitch. Not sure what I need that for right now. Let me get in and open the driver's side door so you can see what else I'm really hiding here. If you saw it before, your eyes do not deceive you. There are 3 pedals. Transfer case. And it is, in fact, a manual. Also, let me show you the best part. Oh, Sony CD player. MP3, selectable sub out. I don't have any of that. Anyway. It runs and drives and it smokes apparently a little bit, but only on startup. But look at this. I drove this home, by the way. And do you want to know what I paid for this running pile of rust that actually works pretty dang good and just needs, well, just kind of a brake line in order for it to be 100% working? You'll never guess. Go ahead, take it right now. I'll give you, no watch, but 5 seconds. You got an answer? Good. I paid $500 for this truck with the plow for a 7.3 Power Stroke. Can you believe that? with a 5-speed. And by the way, the 5-speed does have a granny low gear if you pull it down near the reverse. 500 bucks. It pays to know people, I'll tell you what. The reason I got it for that cheap was because I got it from one of my sponsors, which is Jeremiah's Antiques up in Putnam, Connecticut. The owner hooked me up with it. He asked me if I wanted it. I didn't even say I wanted it, but he asked me if I wanted it, and I said, sure, how much? He said, 500 bucks. I said, sold. I didn't even question it. I've had the entire fuel system of this truck out. I replaced the crank sensor in it, and I drove it home with no brake line. I mean, it doesn't overheat. It's got new batteries in it. It's got a plow. How could you go wrong for a 7.3 power stroke with a 5-speed for 500 bucks? Even if it is kind of a little bit cancery in some places. Actually, in all places. I mean, look at this thing. It's all coming out of here. Oh, yeah. How can you go wrong? It's going to make an awesome plow truck, even if the bed is not good. All right. I know somebody in the comments will probably tell me how to open these doors, but neither door opens. So I guess they're just kind of there now. And this tint is really poor. So I think I'm going to, oh, yeah, more ants. Anyway, I got to make sure that I drive this thing as much as possible so that it doesn't get frozen into the ground. Because I don't want it to. I actually want to use this thing, especially for plowing. Because, man, if you've seen how many acorns and pine cones are falling, it could be a bad winter. But at least now I'm prepared. And hopefully I can get this thing a little bit more fixed up than what it is so I don't just let the thing die. The thing runs way too good for it to just rot into the ground. I want to at least try to mitigate as much frame rust as possible. The body's pretty well shot, except for the floors. Luckily, the floors are pretty good. The cab corners are the worst parts besides the bed, but the bed I don't care about. If I could at least just mitigate the crap, then we should be in pretty decent shape. So there you go, guys. My brand new $500 7.3 power stroke F250 with a 5-speed has now come home. I know my yard is really full of crap, but maybe if I make a scrap metal run, I'll just unbolt the bed and have them take that with them. Who knows? Anyway, this is going to get fixed. I got to get the brake lines done, which I actually have. And hopefully I'll get that ready. I'm not getting rid of the Dodge because I have a Dodge Cummins. Not getting rid of it at all. That's key. That's my main truck. This thing could barely haul itself, much less a race car. So I think it'll be perfect for moving a plow around. Anyway, that's a nice quick video for y'all. I'm going to hop back in the shop and get back to work on my race car. Even if it rains on Friday, I still have to have this thing ready just in case. But if it does rain, at least I got another video for you. So thank you all so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. I'm glad I could share all this stuff with you. Maybe there'll be some Dodge diesel content. Maybe there'll be some Ford diesel content. Now I at least have both. I can do both. And I like expanding my vehicle platforms for me to, bring content and stuff to you guys. And not huge on the diesel stuff. I'm not a very smart guy when it comes to that, but I have rebuilt the transmission in the Dodge myself. So, and by the way, yeah, it is still towing and it is still running and working. So I don't have to worry about that with this Ford, hopefully, even though in order to find gears, you have to pretty much pray. Just aim for it. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to sign off here. Another little quick video for you. Please subscribe if you have not already. Expect to see that in the future. And until next time.